All right, welcome everybody to the stream. Before we do jump into Metal Gear Solid 1, which I have not played, I do have a little bit of a funny story about it, though. At least I find it amusing. We will do the daily readings for today, and then we'll get started. As soon as I clear my throat, again. So these are the readings for September 3rd, 2023. 22nd Sunday in Ordinary Time. The first reading for today is from Jeremiah, chapter 20, verse 7 through 9. You duped me, O Lord. I let myself be duped. You were too strong for me, and you triumphed. All the day I am an object of laughter. Everyone mocks me. Whenever I speak, I must cry out. Violence and outrage is my message. The word of the Lord has brought me derision and reproach all the day. I say to myself, I will not mention him. I will speak in his name no more. But then it becomes like fire, burning my heart, imprison my bones. I grow weary holding it in. I cannot endure it. In Psalm for today, Psalm 63. My soul is thirsting for you, O Lord my God. O God, you are my God, whom I seek. For you, my flesh pines and my soul thirsts, like the earth parched, lifeless, and without water. My soul is thirsting for you, O Lord my God. Thus have I gazed to you in the sanctuary, to see your power and your glory. Your kindness is a greater good than life. My lips shall glorify you. Pardon me. My soul is thirsting for you, O Lord my God. Thus will I bless you while I live. Lift up my hands, I will call upon your name. As with the riches of a banquet shall my soul be satisfied, and with my exultant lips my mouth shall praise you. My soul is thirsting for you, O Lord my God. You are my help. In the shadow of your wings I shout for joy. My soul clings fast to you. Your right hand upholds me. My soul is thirsting for you, O Lord my God. The second reading for today is from Romans chapter 12, verse 1 through 2. I urge you, brothers and sisters, by the mercies of God, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God, your spiritual worship. Do not conform yourselves to this age, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and pleasing and perfect. Alleluia, alleluia. May the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ enlighten the eyes of our hearts, that we may know what is the hope that belongs to our call. Alleluia, alleluia. The Gospel for today is from Matthew chapter 16, verse 21 through 27. Pardon me. Jesus began to show his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer greatly from the elders, the chief priests and the scribes, and be killed, and on the third day be raised. Then Peter took Jesus aside and began to rebuke him. God forbid, Lord. No such thing shall ever happen to you. He turned and said to Peter, Get behind me, Satan. You are an obstacle to me. You are thinking not as God does, but as human beings do. Then Jesus said to his disciples, Whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself, take up his cross and follow me. Whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. What profit would there be for one to gain the whole world and forfeit his life? Or what can one give in exchange for his life? For the Son of Man will come with his angels in his Father's glory, then he will repay all according to his conduct. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise be to you, Lord Jesus Christ, in the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into Metal Gear Solid. Give me 1 second. I'm probably just going to be quiet for a little bit because of the opening cutscene. I also have a sub because of September, so I'm going to be eating that. Let me grab one thing, we'll get started. And I'm hoping the fan is not being picked up, honestly. Do you remember the 25th night of September? Even though it's the 21st night, but whatever. Okay. Reset game. Oh. Interesting. Okay. That's how you swap discs. I don't think I've played with different discs digitally before for the PS3. At least not all the way through. There we go. I was gonna say, you gonna start? Oh, too loud, actually. We'll go ahead and start talking more after the opening cutscene and after I've eaten. That way it's not me just talking through my mouth full. Opening cutscenes, I guess? I don't know if this repeats, actually. But I saw this popped up, so I was like, well, may as well.
nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
That definitely goes ahead and sets up a lot of the premise. Don't know if the opening will have any more, honestly, once we press start. I want to load, dude. Oh, hold on. Is it? It is. Okay. Start. Well, start sometimes and start sometimes it isn't. Hey Tom, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Doesn't look like there's much you can change, so alright, fair enough. I hope you're doing well today. How was your Sunday? How was Mass? Is that just the same thing again? I'm just finding out. Oh, no.
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Oh, nice! Mass was good. Somebody commented on the bread. Groin. Oh, the beard you're going! Is it looking good then, Tom? And nice. What are you recording on Secrets of Star Wars tonight? Is it more about the Ashoka show? I've heard the Ashoka show is very divided for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't worry, this injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. It all went down 5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound. They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the dark...
Interesting. I've heard that it's confused, or, just decisive in general, even if they have seen Rebels. I haven't seen Rebels or Ashoka, so I have no way in it, on it. I'm just... It's interesting, I guess, to see the...
Secondly, you're to investigate...
I don't want to say debate. Discussion? Discussion's a good one. Word, I'd say.
Strike and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
Oh. It's just the same thing again.
It's been a long time, Snake.
This is the first Metal Gear. I've never beaten any of them. I've played a little bit of Metal Gear Solid 3 and 1. Infiltration method. Person in charge of Roy Campbell, Dr. Naomi, hostages, nuclear weapons, the terrorist armament, terrorist demands, next generation, units, special forces, Foxhound. Okay. So I've never played any, or I've never beat any.
Colonel,
Hold 1 second.
I don't work for the government anymore. Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all that great?
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod? The longest sled race in the world? When did you become a dog musher?
Right now, my 50 Huskies are my only family. I've got to take care of them.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel...
I guess technically this isn't the first one now that I think about it, but I'll get into more in a second.
I told you, even if I do owe you,
Sorry.
I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Snake, there's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the stockade until you're a very old man.
Oh, I see. Blackmail.
No, Snake. I prefer to look at it as helping you come to a decision more easily. But anyway, I know you better than that. You take this assignment even without the threat.
I hope the fan isn't being picked up. I'm gonna turn up the game a little bit more.
Soldier. You're not the grow old gracefully type. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action. The only place we can feel truly alive.
Well, this is Metal Gear Solid 1, so this is technically
I'm
the
a soldier too. I know those feelings of powerlessness, frustration.
fourth game in the series, if I remember correctly. There might be something I'm forgetting, but I know that the original on MSX and the sequel come before this, as does Metal Gear Solid 3.
And be a soldier again.
Which was a PS2 game instead of earlier, but
kind of a joke?
I think Metal Gear was pretty quiet for a while up until Solid came out after the MSX games. And to be completely honest, while I do have a Metal Gear sweater on, as I said, I've never beaten a Metal Gear before. I obviously do want to. Oh, previous operation. Oh, interesting. Oh, so it goes into detail about the previous operations. That's fascinating. Oh, yes, we may as well go ahead and... Hi, Carmela, how are you? Nice, I'm glad that Brave and Twitch are finally communicating again. How are you doing, Carmela? How was Mass? Right, I was gonna say, so, well, I've never played Metal Gear Solid. I got this from Fangamer. Fangamer will occasionally have a random sweatshirt shirt deal going on, where it's a little damaged, or typically it's a misprint. Where is it? Where is it? There's a slight misprint right here. You probably can't even see it, but that's the only thing I can notice right away that's wrong. So that is how I got this one, because they'll go ahead and sell those for a lot cheaper. And while I've never gone ahead and played them all the way through, I am working on it. The reason I bring it up is due to the fact that my boss is a very big Metal Gear Solid fan. And he always brings, and that's why I wear this sweater, just to make myself look better with the boss. I won't deny it. It's like, yep, boy, sure do love them Metal Gear Solids. They are really cool, aren't they? It's like, yep, haven't played them all the way through, but it's like I keep it on just to make me, I don't know if look good is the right word, but it's like, yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm going to sign up for when the mystery outerwear comes back into stock from Fangamer, because I do like... It's a little bit of a risky reward, but it's $25, so it's like, okay, I'm willing to go ahead and try it for $25, honestly. Yeah, right. It didn't go up and extremely burnt out lately, so it's been difficult with how many hours I work versus how little return time I get. I'm sorry to hear that, Kaimela. But yeah, it's like, oh boy, boss really likes Metal Gear Solid, better wear this to work. To be fair, I didn't know at the time. This is also just a very comfortable sweater, so I'm sorry to hear that, though, Kaimela. I'd love to keep you in my purse. Okay. The year 1995. Deep in South Africa, 200 kilometers north of Garsburg. I can't read. Outer Haven. An armed fortress nation established by the military... Why can't I read? Alright, I'm gonna drop the quiz. The legendary mercenary who was feared in combat by both his friends and foes as a hero and lunatic. The Western nations have found out that a weapon of mass destruction that could rewrite war history is under development at Outer Haven. They have called upon the high-tech special force unit, Foxhound, to take care of the situation. In response to this order, Big Boss, Commander-in-Chief of Foxhound, sent Grey Fox, the man with the codename Fox, which was given to the best member of the unit, Operation Intrude, N313. It can be really rough, honestly. I definitely get it. After a few days, his last message being Metal Gear. Grey Fox is missing in action. Taking the situation seriously, the top men of the West again called for Foxhound. Big Boss selects Solid Snake, who has just recently joined Foxhound, as the agent entrusts everything to him. Successfully making a solo infiltration to Outer Haven, Snake got in touch with local resistance members, Schneider, Diane, and Jennifer. With their cooperation, Snake succeeds in rescuing Grey Fox. Grey Fox then laid out the terrifying facts about Metal Gear. Metal Gear was the development name of a nuclear. Warhead-equipped, two-legged walking tank. You can walk through even the roughest terrain that would stop normal tanks. It can conduct local warfare by itself with unique weapons like its Vulcan cannon and anti-tank missiles. It was indeed a new type of weapon that can conduct a nuclear attack against any place on the face of the Earth from any land. Surface. With Metal Gear, Outer Haven was trying to establish its military superiority over the entire world. In order to destroy Metal Gear, Snake rescues Metal Gear's chief engineer, Dr. Petrovich, and his daughter Ellen, who was taken hostage for her father to continue with his development, and... Here's from Dr. Petrovich how to destroy Metal Gear. However, Snake attempts the heart of Outer Haven and Metal Gear. Well-designed traps are set all around Snake, as if all his actions are being leaked to the enemy. In the midst of escalating battle, the leader of the resistance, Schneider, falls into the hands of the enemy, and Snake himself gets injured through the deadly battles with Outer Haven's best mercenaries. But Snake's indomitable spirit leads him to the 100th floor basement of the secret base where Metal Gear was developed, evading the powerful defense system that wipes out all intruders. Heal it, but until I can quit, there's nothing I can do. We're already short managers, so I feel bad trying to step down. I can understand that, but I mean, if it's not working, if it's not good for you, Kaivel, I definitely get it. But I also understand about feeling bad is what I'm trying to say. I definitely get it both ways, so I do get it. Snake ultimately succeeds in destroying Metal Gear. Snake tries to escape from Outer Haven upon completing the mission. However, during the escape, he was confronted by one man, Foxhound Commander-in-Chief Big Boss. Big Boss laughs at the astounded Snake and tells him of the truth about his mission. While serving as the Commander-in-Chief of Foxhound, Big Boss is also running a mercenary dispatch company, utilizing his connections and capital from his years as a merc. He's planning to build this company a larger military establishment, and he built Outer Heaven as its base. His purpose was for sending the rookie Snake to Outer Heaven was to cause information confusion against the West. However, Big Boss is miscalculated. However, why is there an S? It should just be, however, Big Boss miscalculated. He never thought the Snake would make it this far, having lost Metal Gear. Big Boss activates the self-destruction system of the underground base. While the countdown destruction continues, the scream echoes in the emptiness. You've gone too far! Too far! In the 100th floor basement, the battle between two men commence, free of ideology and politics. The armed fortress nation, Outer Heaven, collapsed. The impenetrable fortress made from the best military technology, now occupied by the toughest mercenaries, burned in flames. Behind him, the flames reached skyward as Outer Heaven fell, leaving Solid Snake all alone. Alright, let's hope that Metal Gear 2 is shorter. Nope! That's the opposite of shorter! Well, we'll get to Metal Gear Solid here in a second, I guess. 1999. The world was facing an energy crisis. It was obvious that the supply of petroleum would run out faster than expected. However, the development of an alternate energy resource is far from completion. The price of petroleum has skyrocketed and the world economy is in confusion. The 21st century was expected to be one of chaos. One man's invention changed the entire situation. A Czech genius and a biologist, Dr. KAMaximilianK, invented Oilex, a microorganism that refines petroleum to produce a highly purified form of petroleum. The world was filled with hope upon the discovery of this messiah to solve the energy crisis, but at the same time the world entered a time of tension regarding this new algae. Just when the whole world's attention was drawn to Oilex and Dr. Marv, he gets abducted by someone and disappears. Nations began investigations immediately, and a name soon appeared: Zanzibar Land. Zanzibar Land was a democratic military regime that suddenly appeared in Central Asia in 1997. When their uprising took place, the CIS army formed around Russia, sent its oppressive unit immediately. Zanzibar Land resists by gathering a band of mercenaries from nations around the world and fortifying most of its land. As a result, the CIS army was repeatedly defeated, and Zanzibar Land declared its independence. Due to the active role mercenaries played, this war was called the Mercenary War, and Zanzibar Land was referred to as an armed fortress nation. A military nation with a group of strong mercenaries surrounded by a tough fortress. According to the latest information, Zanzibar supposedly is armed with nuclear weapons. The whole scenario is crystal clear. By obtaining the Oilex in addition to nuclear weapons, Zanzibar Land was trying to establish its economic and military superiority over the entire world. Concerned about the situation, the United States orders Roy Campbell, Commander-in-Chief of High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound, to rescue Dr. Marv. Campbell was a former member of Foxhound. He brought back Solid Snake, the man who single-handedly brought down the armed fortress nation of Outer Heaven. Why do I keep saying Haven? 4 years ago, and asked him to win back both Dr. Marv and Oilex. Successfully infiltrating Zanzibar Land, and with the help of CIA agent Hori and others, Snake was able to go deep into the fortress and meet again with Dr. Petrovich, the chief engineer of Metal Gear at Outer Haven. He too was abducted to Zanzibar Land and was forced to develop another Metal Gear. He tells the surprised Snake of an even more shocking fact. Big Boss, the man Snake had defeated Outer Heaven, turned out to be the general commander of Zanzibar Land. Snake rescues Dr. Petrovich in cooperation with Natasha, Dr. Marv's guard, and former Czech international secret police agent, and then heads for the confinement facility deep in the fortress to save Dr. Marv. When Petrovich and Natasha cross the narrow suspension bridge over the deep valley, a missile blew the bridge away. Natasha flies into the air because of the explosion. While unable to do anything to save Natasha, Snake starts hearing a well-known voice. Hey Snake, we are good buddies, I can let you go. Just leave this place at once. Gray Fox. Snake sees Gray Fox controlling Metal Gear. The best soldier in Foxhound who, after the fall of Outer Heaven, disappeared as if he followed Big Boss, losing Natasha in front of his eyes and letting Petrovich being taken away. Snake screams, Fox! I will not give up. After a series of deadly battles with mercenaries, Snake finally gets to Dr. Marv's confinement facility. I think I should open Notepad, because I probably should write down all of the numbers we'll need to call here eventually. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. Forgot that I have Notepad pulled up most of the time for, Blood on the clock tower. However, when he arrives, he is too late. He sees Dr. Marv's corpse and Petrovich, who do nothing but just stand there. Petrovich tells Snake that Dr. Marv could not withstand the repeated tortures because of heart problems. Since then, Snake then receives an emergency call from Hori. The information she supplied was very shocking. Also, give me 1 second. I know that I need this number right now, so let's see. Metal Gear Solid 1 jewel case. So, in order to save, this was a really cool thing back in the day. For digital versions, this sucks, because if you don't know this, yeah, that sucks. Unless it happens to be, wait, no. Did they? No, no way they did. Hold on. I guess I'll check in a sec. That's what I'm looking for. But I'll show it in a second. Hold on. There it is, but it's barely barely readable. Is that 140.15? I can't read that. I can't read that. I can't read. But basically, one of the numbers that you have to call is on the back of the jewel box. You know, well, I'm gonna guess it's not, but I have the PS3 copy, which is the Metal Gear Solid collection. I'm gonna bet you they didn't put it on the back of this one. Let's find out, though. If they did, good job. It'll take me a second, though. Metal Gear Solid, the Legacy Collection, right next to Phantom Pain. Yeah, they did them. It's worth a shot. Metal Gear Solid 2. Let's see, page 2. Nope. Nope. That's unfortunate. But yeah, here, I'll show you the back of the case here in 1 second, because we could start with Metal Gear, the Metal Gear 2, but we're not going to. I want to start with Metal Gear Solid. That's what I'm most interested in, to be quite honest. Then we got Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, and Metal Gear Solid 4, so... But yeah, here. It would have been probably a good idea for them to include it on the back, but it's it. It just lists all the games. It's like, I can't blame them for that, but at the same time, it's like... For something like that, it's also kind of silly. It's like, guys, that would have made sense for you to have gone ahead and done that. Let's see, though. I'm working on grabbing... I could probably just look up... Why don't I just look up Meryl's number? $140.15. Okay. Now that we've gotten that, we can... Yeah, I'm just thinking, may as well grab that for later. I probably also should label it as Meryl. We don't need the Meryl codec for a while, admittedly, but it's still not a bad idea to be prepared. Pardon me. Petrovich has been voluntarily visiting Zanzibar land to develop Metal Gear. The abduction of Dr. Marv was conducted under the directions of Petrovich himself. After the truth comes out, Petrovich attacks Snake, but Snake easily puts an end to him and obtains the structural plan of Oilix. While trying to escape, Snake is confronted by Metal Gear again, controlled by Gray Fox. The tremendous battle takes place in the underground base, and Snake finally succeeds in destroying Metal Gear. However, Gray Fox does not submit and challenges Snake to the final battle. In the midst of a minefield, Snake and Fox fight. Without any weapons, a fist-to-fist duel involving no hatred or murder intent. During that weird moment of purity, the two are bound in forces transcending words and emotion. Snake wins the tough but pure battle against Gray Fox. However, there still was someone else Snake had to fight. Big Boss. Just like 4 years ago at Outer Haven, Big Boss was saying for Snake, "One who has experienced the tension of battle can never leave the battlefield. I am the one giving you something to live for, and that is war." Snake is infuriated at the arrogant Big Boss. There's only one battle I have to fight. To free myself from you, to shatter the nightmare. Big boss, I will kill you. With the structural plane of Oilex, Snake and Hori escape from Zanzibar land on a rescue helicopter. Snake once again saves the world. However, there's no smile on his face. Big boss's last words keep ringing in Snake's head. Whichever wins, our battle does not end. The loser is freed from the battlefield, but the winner must remain there, and the survivor must live his life as a warrior until he dies. Snake then disappears into the Whitelands of Alaska, alone. And that's where we are at currently. Don't want to do that. Don't have a load game. I think it's time. Horde. No. I think I should probably just do a normal for our first time. I'm not gonna lie to you. David Hayter. Liquid Snake's voice is really cool, I can't deny it. Probably should write this codec down too, honestly.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
I wonder if they're gonna have to re-record that voice line since there isn't a select button on the PS4. Maybe there is on the PS5. Yep, this is before they implemented the DualShock, so. Ugh. Probably use the controls first. Okay. 6. Don't need any items at the moment. No item, okay.
What was that noise?
Nobody here? Ah, alright, that's my... I kind of feel like we should restart. No, alright. Not quite what I wanted, but I stepped in the water. That does happen to be a good, lesson, to be quite honest. We just stepped in water again, but we were not as close to them, so turned out okay.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Thank you, Colonel. What button, Colonel? Nope. Shoot. Well, that went poorly. Nobody here. Leave me alone. You hear nothing.
Where'd he go?
That could have gone a lot smoother, honestly, but we lived, so yay! I'll have to get used to sneaking. This is a sneaking mission after all, and there wasn't much sneaking there, I'll be honest. Definitely glad I did normal. I thought about doing hard for a real second, but it's like, I've heard that Metal Gear Solid is hard, and not that that's a bad thing. It was like, yeah, probably for a first playthrough. Not a wise decision. Not a wise decision. It definitely looks like it was, in fact, not a wise decision, so I'm glad I didn't. However, I do not wish to go down to easy. That's just boring. I'm gonna eat those words, aren't I? Oh, pardon me. Shoot some water. So it's been a little off today. My wife and son have not been feeling well, so I stayed home from a Pokemon tournament I was going to go to. It was it's not a bad thing, though. Obviously, my wife and son are more important. I was a little disappointed, but they are much more important. Obviously. Pardon me.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Yes, it has.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle.
Well, the suit, yes. I know a little bit of the plot of this game, admittedly.
All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
Alright.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
That's a good question.
No idea. But it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
I have gotten this far, but I've not gotten much farther than this. I think I've gotten to the Darker Chief, which we'll talk about him when we get there, because... yeah, there's a reason.
Only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got
I think
to
got a
hurry.
little further than the Darker Chief?
Wow,
Not very.
You must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so... cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18
Snake,
hours.
you stop that.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend.
Yeah, but what's your codec?
But first,
Hey, oh, okay.
let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
Fair enough.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
Fair enough, I guess.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, your
And
naked.
my 6.
You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip
You
search
stop
on
that.
me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
My butt.
In my stomach.
Okay.
Thanks to a shot you
Pardon
gave
me.
me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in.
Well, you could, but probably wouldn't like
Sentry
that.
on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
Alright. Don't expect to know which one's preferred, so I guess we'll
can't see
try
from
it.
here.
But I'll definitely say first.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Snake. Oh, wrong button. There we go.
What's up, Snake?
Memory card 1, I'm pretty sure. That's what I thought. Alright.
Snake, remember what the Gauls said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
Fair enough.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth,
Hey, you stop
I'd
it.
like to learn more about you.
Well,
pardon
I'll
me.
think about it.
Immediately flirting isn't so bad, but then it's like, oh, strip search you. It's like, no, I'm good, thanks. I'm good, thank you. Okay, so crawling makes it so you don't leave any stuff behind you, which that is good to note, actually. Another ration, which that's good. The radar. Where are you going? Rules are a little interesting to get used to be honest. They feel intuitive, but not at the same time. I know it's a weird way to describe them. I think we should knock that guy out once we get an opportunity. If I had to take a guess, honestly. Yeah, he's just hanging out over there. So, alright. Pardon me. Go ahead and... Alright. Got a little dangerous there, but it turned out in the end.
A surveillance camera?
Yeah, that's why I was kind of trying to run past it when it was looking the other way, Snake. Surveillance camera. How far do you... Yep, you do come this way. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Not happy about it, but yeah. Probably should have gone up and walked down the stairs instead of tried crawling. I'll be honest. That one's on me. Not happy about it, but yeah. Maybe I could heal, but I don't wanna. That's on me. Won't deny that. But hey, Kagaros, how are you? How was dinner? What was dinner? Was dinner enjoyable? That could have gone better. Ooh, that sounds good. Dinner's still happening. That does sound very good, actually. I'd eat that. I would enjoy that. We had Jersey Mike's, which was also enjoyable, admittedly, but that does sound very good.
Surveillance camera?
Yeah, if you didn't tell me that there was a surveillance camera, I could have just ran right past it, Snake. Sneaky poo. Hold on. They might replace the guy that I knocked out since we went into alert, so that's what I'm trying to figure out here. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he was elsewhere. Okay. But it's a good thing to double check. I can see him up there. Ish. Ugh, really? Really?
Snake, what happened? Snake! Snake!
Give me a second. I do have the instruction manual. The enclosed instruction manual. That doesn't help. Not much, at least. Oh, we'll go ahead and try again. I'll figure out how to do the choke here eventually. I don't know if you need to hold it or tap it at this point. We'll get there eventually. Doesn't really seem like there's any reason to crawl over here. Here, on the other hand, I could see a reason. You hold and then you tap. Okay. Interesting. Pardon me.
A surveillance camera?
The guy that I want to be here is... Oh, ran away now. Very good. What do you mean? What do you mean? Hold up.
What's wrong? Snake! Snake!
You have to toss them first and then not do that as they get back? I don't know. Guess I'll figure it out here eventually. Pardon me.
A surveillance camera?
Okay, so this guy's here.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That hind will be coming back soon.
At least we made it past the first part. I am not very good at this game, as we've been establishing, but I'm trying. I'm trying.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation.
Nice. Glad to hear that.
I thought I might be of some use.
Pardon
There's
me.
no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you. So call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here.
All right.
My frequency is 141.80.
I'll be honest, that kind of looked like you could go that way. There's one person in there.
I moved
Pardon me.
the Darkman Chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Woman in the cell.
Did
No
something
gear.
happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth.
I don't remember using
Stealth.
killed 2 people.
There's an intruder besides
Oh, okay.
me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the Chief.
Ooh. I think we're going the right way. Guess we'll find out eventually. I did load up one of the memory cards that specifically have Castlevania on it, so we can get Psycho Mantis to actually comment on, oh, you like Castlevania? Yeah, I do. What's it to you? Admittedly, I did not buy the newest thing from Limited Run Games, Castlevania, because my wife asked me not to at the moment, which is... I'm not trying to give Limited Run Games money anyways in the first place, but that it was something I definitely did want, but that's alright. Pulling rations, so... That's better. Probably shouldn't have been so low in the first place, but doobie what a doobie. Good financial responsibility. I mean, I am. It partially was just because of how much I buy Pokemon cards, honestly, so it's like, yeah, I probably should not buy this. Especially since another set comes out this month, so like, okay. I'll go ahead and be responsible.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Oh, grenades. Probably should save over here too.
You found out where the DARPA chief is.
Oh, the
With
diaper
his
chief.
nanomachine transmitter, he should
That's it.
show
That's
up
gonna
as
be
a
the one
green
reference
dot
I was
on
pointing
your
at
radar when you
second.
get close. Try to find him.
So I kind of find the diaper chief of Vinny's to be his best joke. I really find the diaper chief funny. I probably shouldn't. That's the only time I'm gonna make the reference. It's not my
Come
bit.
on, Snake,
No
you
stealing.
Can do it.
Stealing bad. Hold on 1 second. I just wanted to take a look. Make sure it's saved. Oh, well. Pretty sure we did. That's not how you call on the codec, brain. I'd like to open the door. Probably can't at the moment. I'll wait for it to go ahead and go past one more time just to make sure we do not get caught by the security camera. Or at least less likely to be caught. I got the SOCOM, that's good. Probably be a lot of saving just as a heads up, because I don't really want to have to go back and do the same thing over and over again, not gonna lie. I think it's a reasonable statement. Not gonna lie, if that had seen me, I would have been a little bit upset. That's the wrong button again.
Snake, you've got to think. Your mind is your most dangerous weapon. If things are getting too complicated, try to simplify your thoughts. You can also try calling Campbell for advice.
Let's see, it was 140.96, yeah. Ugh, Metal Gear. Oh, must have done that by mistake.
You found out where the DARPA
Yep,
chief
we
is.
did. Mmm, tacos. I mean, who doesn't love tacos?
Come on, Snake, you can do it.
You know, we shouldn't know this number yet, but we do. I'm curious what happens if you call it now. Pardon me. Nothing. Okay, fair enough. Actually, tacos sound really good. I'm still hungry.
Snake, that door is protected by a security system. It won't open without the right security card.
Fair enough. All right. Words to live by, Campbell. Let me rephrase that. Words to live, laugh, love by. I'm so sorry. That was awful. Can we strike that one from the record? I don't know which way you're gonna turn. Oh, you are gonna turn this way. Okay. Situation got a lot more dangerous all of a sudden. Okay. Fine, we're fine. A little scary there, but it turned out okay. Tacos. I could really go for a steak chalupa right now, Colonel. Actually, that was Miller. Nachos Belgrande wouldn't be bad either. I'm trying so hard not to make a Diaper Chief reference, especially since we're talking about Taco Bell at the moment. I'm not going to lie to you. I like Taco Bell, but once again, stealing somebody's bit, don't want to do that. And two, it's the low-hanging fruit. I really do like Taco Bell, though. I prefer more authentic Mexican, but Taco Bell is usually easier to access and cheaper. Which does give it a big bonus in my book, honestly. Bonus ducks. This is rations here for later. Okay, so I don't think we actually needed to come into here. Not for the time being, at the very least. It's good to know there's rations here. Don't need it now, because we're currently full on rations. But this is something good to mark later. It's too bad that you can't see the radar while you're crawling, though. At least not in the vents. I wish you could, because it does make it kind of hard to know when you should pop out of the vents or not. To say the least. I would agree with that. No, I hear you. I get what you're saying. It's Taco Bell is definitely more. It's not so much Tex-Mex. It's not really Mexican. It's definitely more American Mex, which is even less Mexican than Tex-Mex, I'd say. But it's enjoyable. Yeah, American food that kind of feels like Tex-Mex. Exactly. That's a good way to describe it. Pardon me. Oh. The key card, huh? Probably gotta knock one of these guys out then. Not exactly sure how that happened, but it did. I'm not trying to get caught. I come up from behind them and knock them out, and apparently that's enough to be like, hey, here I am. Not, come find me, boys. Like, Okay, that one would have been my fault. What am I doing wrong? I have to figure this out, so I'm gonna. I have to keep knocking them out until I figure out how to knock them out without I guess I don't have to. It's not for the time being. Go, 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 go. Wait, 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 wait.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief.
The
He's
DARPA
the green
chief.
dot. Hurry and rescue him.
I'm just trying to figure out how to knock. Hold on. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look it up. How to knock people out in Metal Gear Solid 1. This is Metal Gear Solid 5. I don't need that. I just want to know how to knock somebody out. Oh. Apparently just hold square. You don't have to press it over and over. Okay. That's interesting, I'd say. Pardon me.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
I might have also been pressing a direction, but unintentionally when trying to knock people out. I did notice that also happens when I was reading up.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA.
Yeah, I just want to save.
Come on, Snake. You can
I'm
do
working
it.
on it. I just gotta save a lot. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Scared may not be the right word, but basically I don't want to die. And have to redo stuff. I hope the fan isn't being picked up on the microphone, by the way. That is something I moved the fan back further, because believe it or not, when you're in a hoodie and a hat, it's pretty hot. The hoodie mainly is for Metal Gear Solid. Ugh.
Is that a woman?
Is that a woman?
Not
What's a woman? I only am on the battlefield.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
First-person view mode, you say?
Who's that?
Santa Claus. Come to punch a heretic.
I'm here to save you.
I like mine better.
You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them.
Or does he?
In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
Terrorist win.
Terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the
Metal
earth.
Gear.
A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
I've dealt with it twice before.
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves.
What does DARPA stand for?
Use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production.
Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. Okay.
If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course. There is a PAL.
He's a
It's set
dog.
up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Hal the dog.
Yes.
Like
Baker
when
knows
Arthur didn't
one,
suck.
And I know one.
Baker, the president of ArmsTech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
Yes, yes it is.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
I'll grab some water after this cutscene, assuming that we don't go into, like, immediate
Find out
action.
Baker's password.
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. There is a way to stop the launch.
What?
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers.
Is
as an
ArmsTech
emergency
real?
Override.
That
Even
sounds
without
fake.
the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes.
No, it is real, actually. At least, I don't think in the same way that they're talking about it here, though.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Looks like they do rifles.
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
In a body
Wait
bag.
a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
He died. What a shame.
Dead.
Admittedly, if he was a real person, that would be a shame. Pardon me.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No,
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate.
Yes, we do,
Get out
Colonel.
of there and find President Baker.
At least we got a key card. That's good. Did we get the key card? There it is. All right. Ration. All right. Just so we don't waste it. Oh, I'll crawl out of here. Pardon me.
Don't move!
That's a naked man.
So you killed the chief, you bastard!
Ugh. I didn't know such thing.
Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person?
My ears aren't fully attached to my head.
Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw
Ugh.
them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
I mean, that's
You
true.
haven't even taken the safety
That's why
out
these
of
games take so long.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
Hold on. Guys, I don't know how to shoot. Please give me a second.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Suppressing fire. Oh. I wonder how you're supposed to dodge those grenades. Just, you know, curiosity. Alright. This dialogue? Yeah, I mean, the dialogue is like pure 90s cheese, and I'm here for it. But you're still not wrong.
Help.
Wait!
Oh, their butt.
Who are you?
Alright, now I need to get water.
Fool!
Oh, okay.
You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
What did we just see? Meryl, what are you doing? Meryl, why are you doing a victory pose when you didn't even kill anybody? Okay, you killed 3 people, that was it. Psycho Mantis.
Good girl. Just like that.
Looks like young Blake's live. I'll give him a lurk in a second.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
I need to pay more attention. Probably say saving would be good.
What is it, Snake?
Okay, we're lurking. We can save again. That'll grab some water, and then we'll be back. We got about another hour before we do some Dark Souls 2 with Phil, so that's enough time.
Snake, listen
Nope.
to what Lo Chi
Alright,
said.
she wants to talk some more,
Anyone
fine.
knows that enough is enough. Will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get
That's
it.
not true.
If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out.
No.
It might not be
I
worth
want the
it.
item. Items are good. Speaking of items, I do want to see if there's any items we can obtain. Oh. Alright. Fair enough. I was trying to knock him out for those curious, by the way, since it did look a little weird. Naked man. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, bullets. Not entirely what I wanted, but not... Oh. More bullets. Nope, okay. Worth a shot. Alright, before we take the elevator up, I will go ahead and pause to get some water. Oh. Okay, it opens automatically when you have the card, otherwise it doesn't. Alright, that... Alright. Yeah, I'll pause. I'm gonna get some water. We'll go ahead and throw up the BRB. Give me, like, a minute or few. Pardon me. Maybe I just shouldn't have placed this time.
See, I was getting a little concerned because I couldn't figure out where your icon was on the mini-map. And
it's far enough.
I just assumed it was underneath me, so I kept running.
I don't blame you.
I don't know. Because he's racing. He's supersonic racing.
Supersonic racing. Didn't they make it so you can get Ninja Gaiden on a different console? Oh, okay. Those guys are invisible, by the way. Yep, I was about to say that's going to turn you to... You're a stone, Luigi. What? Oh, can somebody clip that? Why can't he still block when he's petrified? That... Man, my train was there and then it died. Oh, thank you for the Punch Museum. I appreciate it. It belongs in a museum. Did I really just say thank you for the Punch Museum? Ah! Those only two. No, we got. Yeah, there's those two. Okay. Huh. We'll do that then. I mean, you can't know that. You can only suspect that. Talk as if you had no part of the blame as well. I'm to blame? Yes, that's right. Of course, the direct cause of the gear, of the battle, was that a gear made an emergency land in your village. Yeah, I'd still be curious about it, Yugen, honestly. I'd like to have all available versions of it. But yes, I'd still be interested with any... I'm not calling you a coward, I promise. But all Kislev wanted was that with the gear, right? They weren't invading her. He asked me to wear them on stream because he thought it'd be funny. And he's not wrong. It is funny. So, I'm wearing them. Fancy. But yeah, the other thing, since I got the new webcam, since my old webcam was 12 years old, the application that I'm using, which is NVIDIA Broadcast, it was so old that it would make it... Yay, I won! I did it! I won the Halos. Did we talk to the diaper or the Colonel? Probably should. I don't know if we have yet.
Snake, Psycho
okay.
has the power to read people's minds. He
That's
got
not Colonel at all.
Chief's detonation code. Hurry up or he'll get Baker's code too.
That's right.
Oh, there he is.
If the terrorists get Baker's code, they'll be able to launch that nuke anytime they want.
Yeah, they'll use Metal Gear to do it. Colonel, did you know they were conducting a military exercise here using Metal Gear?
I didn't know.
Really?
Snake, you've got to understand. I'm just the middleman in this operation.
Supposedly.
Anyway, hurry up and get to the second floor basement. You've got to save the Arms Tech president before the terrorists find out his code.
Soldiers that have been forged in the fires of battle are used to catching naps whenever and wherever they can. There's a big difference between real soldiers and those kids who have only been trained in VR simulators. After playing for a long time, you should get some rest too.
Not wrong. Can't really disagree with that. Alright, fair enough. The game doesn't want you to know that one yet. Honestly, this dialogue, while it is cheesy, is still pretty good for the year it came out. I won't deny it. As I said, I kind of like cheese. Yeah, C4. More bullets, alright. Alright. I was kind of trying to see if we could climb up that. Does not look like it. Okay, fair enough. Pardon me. Grenade. How many grenades? Oh, that's the maximum amount of grenades we can have. Okay. Good to know. Okay. Then, I think this is where we're supposed to be. If I remember correctly. Well, there's one thing we could try. I'm going to save before we do that, though. There's actually a few things we could try.
What can I do for you, Snake?
That's fair, Camilla. I can understand that. It's definitely not for everybody, but there's just something about B-movie stuff that I happen to enjoy.
Snake, like Shakespeare said, knots had.
I'm not a big fan of like horror or anything, but I like cheese. I really do.
Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items too.
Oh,
don't get too.
We heard this already. Nope, nope.
What is it, Snake? What can I do?
I promise this is not on purpose. There we go. Okay, we got it. Good. We did it. Finally. Oh. Glad I saved. Oh, it put you back, actually. Interesting. Okay. I do wonder how you go ahead and load a save file. I guess we could have exited it. I don't know. Maybe when you save, it just saves at a certain spot and not the exact location you were. I could see that. Can't go in here yet. We explored everywhere else around here, so maybe we are meant to go back up? I honestly thought they just said to go down the floor, but let's find out. Okay, game. I have questions. All of them being, how'd I get caught? That's fair. I can understand that. I don't like a lot of modern stuff, admittedly. I have actually been, so I've only seen the first action of the the first episode of live action One Piece, and I've been surprised it was actually a good adaptation. Not something I thought I'd be saying, honestly. Because most of the time live action adaptations are really, really bad. But the One Piece one's been okay. Interesting. I really like the anime, but at the same time, if the live action One Piece is going to be not 1,000 episodes, that doesn't really happen to be a big point in its favor. As much as I like the anime, 1,000 episodes is rather long, and I will not deny that. But we start getting actually good live-action anime adaptations because of the One Piece one. I'm not opposed to it. I can't think of a single good anime adaptation, honestly. Cowboy Bebop was bad. Ghost in the Shell was bad. I could see Trigun working pretty well, honestly. I don't like the new art direction for the new Trigun, admittedly. I don't know if the author of the original Trigun is involved with it. But I could see that working, admittedly. Yeah, no, I get it. Netflix does have a habit of canceling the good shows and leaving the trash up. That is true. I could see a live-action Yu Yu Hakusho working as well, but yeah, as you said, it's just like... But the fact that the One Piece one is working well is a surprise in of itself, so it's like, okay. I'm willing to go ahead and give live-action Yu Yu Hakusho a chance, especially... Is the live-action Yu Yu Hakusho also Netflix? I can't remember. I'm gonna check. Oh, it is Netflix, yeah. It's coming out this year. Didn't realize it was going to be that quickly. Oh boy, the fact that it's right after One Piece does not leave me with much hope. Due to the fact that back-to-back stuff is usually not exactly fantastic, because that means they probably put all the time into the One Piece one, but not any into Yu Yu Hakusho.
Before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
The other thing for the One Piece live action adaptation, I know allegedly Oda's been on site a lot, which does help. And I can't imagine the Yu Yu Hakusho creator being on site a lot, not because he doesn't want to be, but because his health is not very good at the moment. The only reason I know that is because he also did Hunter x Hunter, and that's a lot of the reason why Hunter x Hunter has not been getting as many updates, like, has been taking so long to finish. So I do feel bad for him, and I hope he's okay. I believe it. And I bet they were probably trying to push agendas, and Oda said, nah, we ain't doing that. Now, admittedly, I am a little bit worried when Mr. Tuban Clay and a couple other characters come along. For anybody that's familiar with One Piece, you know why, those characters specifically. Excuse me, goodbye. Yeah, okay. So I know what I need to do here. You don't know if you could finish what's left of Hunter x Hunter? What do you mean by that, K-Cross? I'm curious. If they'll gender swap Kurama without understanding his aesthetic. I don't think they'll gender swap him. That'd be really... Oh, I'm thinking Kuwabara. Give me 1 second. I want to see what loading does. Oh, Hunter x Hunter is weird. That is true. I will not deny that one. That's the most recent one? Is that right? Yes. Okay. Well, let's see what happens when... And claim it's okay because the Japanese voice actor's female. Yeah, I can understand that. Oh, you get a mission log. There's a lot of stuff that we could be missing. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and see. We're not going to go ahead and read all that because that just happened, but... Okay, so I think I know what we gotta do here. I don't know why knocking people out alerts the enemy, but it does, and it annoys me. I don't think it should, but... Be strong. Yeah, I mean, women are strong, but I get what you mean, Kamala. It's a girl boss. Instead of showing that men and women complement each other, one has to consistently put down the other. It's kind of... So, not to derail too much, but it's something that Jimmy Akin has noticed in the newest season of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And Jimmy actually really liked the first season. He also said he really enjoyed the second season of Strange New Worlds. But he also remembers how he enjoyed the second season of Discovery. And is like, yeah, I don't want a repeat of that, please, thanks. And it's like, okay, that's fair. That's understandable. So I definitely get that. Mainly because, if I remember correctly, Jimmy said something along the lines of, like, out of the 13 main actors, 3 of them... That I do want to see Strange New Worlds get across, but the main reason he brings that up is, out of the 13-ish main characters, 3 of them were male and didn't get very much time, except for Spock. The rest were female. He said he really enjoyed it. He did actually. But he just has a little bit of concern due to that. Ugh, cardboard box. Metal Gear. But I heard it was really good. I actually do want to... I have Strange New Worlds, and I want to watch that with my wife. We probably should. Probably the main reason we haven't watched Strange New Worlds Season 1 at the moment is due to the fact that we're working on One Piece. Not gonna lie. Yeah, the cast does seem a bit imbalanced. It's weirder from a world building / continuity perspective, but not necessarily weirder than the Liberties. The Doctor gets a couple of pretty excellent episodes, which I've heard. Spock gets some awesomeness. I've heard that both, but it's like, yeah, and it's not like it's necessarily bad, as Jimmy said, but it's just a little cautious. The women of Yu Yu Hakusho were all strong. I would agree with that, but most modern writers will refuse to see that, and that's true. I've only seen bits and pieces of Strange New World. Is that the show, the musical? It is, and apparently the musical was fantastic, aside from the Klingons part, because I think it's been established that Klingons sing an opera, if I remember correctly from what I remember of the review of that episode from SQPN's review of that. And there was no opera. Where's the opera?
What's up, Snake?
Maybe it was like death metal, actually, which would be interesting to have in Klingon as well. Either of them would be interesting.
How's it going, Snake? Have you gotten used to using the radar yet?
Yeah,
Fair.
It's a great system.
Oh, opera, okay.
Not only can I read the topography, but I can monitor the movement of the bad guys, too.
Pretty convenient.
Yeah, but it's been established that Klingons do opera, KAMaximilianK, which is why I was like, come on, where's our Klingon opera? We want that.
Boyfriend, you'd never be able to cheat on me.
Being monitored 24 hours a day, that'd be like hell.
Takes place 200 later. That's true.
At least you'd never get lost.
Lower Decks takes place 100 years later, actually, Kagros. Right, no. Because Lower Decks takes place shortly after Next Gen, and Next Gen is like 100. Yeah, Next Gen, I'm pretty sure, is only 100 years later than the original series. Let me check. I'm almost positive that's the case. Star Trek original series, because Strange New Worlds and original series are pretty close in the timeline to one another. I need the Star Trek wiki. Star Trek wiki. I can't type. I do want to watch more Memory Alpha, that's it. What was that musical episode made me run from the room because of how cringe I found it? I mean, that was kind of the point, I think, because it was somewhat setting up the doctor, the lady who has feelings for Spock, because she was married to somebody else in the series. That sentence, I think, makes sense. Let's see. Time span was, for original series, 2265 through 2269. For the next generation, it was 2364 through 2370. So yeah, that is basically 100 years exactly. That's fair. I personally like musical episodes. I can't remember everything that Jimmy said about it, but I do think he said that there was parts he disliked, but parts he also liked, and overall he enjoyed it. Let's call it Colonel, because I can't remember where we're supposed to go. I kind of remember, but I don't at the same time.
Anyway, hurry up and get to the second floor.
Oh, so I was right. Okay.
You've got to save the Arms Tech president before the terrorists find out his code.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't disagree with that. I will definitely form my own opinion. I've heard it's good. I'm wanting to, but I'm also waiting until it's on Blu-ray, which I do have it pre-ordered, so... I also have Star Trek Prodigy, the second half of Season 1 pre-ordered, because I did actually really enjoy Star Trek Prodigy. As did Minimax. Speaking of things that Minimax has been enjoying, we've been watching Sherlock Hound, and he has been absolutely having a blast with that, and I am too. It's a lot of fun. It's enjoyable. I can highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. It's partially made by Miyazaki. That's fair, Kamala. You did. It's partially made by Miyazaki, not entirely, but. Okay, my guess is we need to place C4 on a wall. Or a door, maybe? No. Alright, fair enough. Hey, Punch, how are you? I am struggling my way through this. Very much so. I have never beaten Metal Gear Solid before. That wall looks like a wall that can take a little bit of C4. Nope. Okay. What were we talking about? Oh, right, Strange New World. So it's like I was trying to remember that. That's fair. I've heard Twin Snakes is really is a really good remake. I think it runs for a fair amount these days, doesn't it? I'm just curious now. How'd Final Fantasy VI go last night, by the way? I was lurking. Oh, that's not too bad, actually. $100. Interesting. I thought it'd be more than that, honestly. Intrigued by that. Ugh, DARPA chief. Oh, hey, we can get more C4. That's good to know, actually. Good, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. I know that you've been wanting to play it for a while, as has Interceptor wanted you to play it, so that makes sense. This is a thing where we have to call Miller for and be like, hey, what do we gotta do, Miller? Or am I just stupid? Don't answer that. I guess we could call the Colonel again. Why not?
The walls that were cemented over should look slightly different.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Look at the walls carefully in first-person view mode.
If your speed bumps at 6 miles per hour, fair. What?
Did you try hitting the wall? Maybe it'll sound different too.
Those C4 explosives
all right.
should be able to destroy the walls that were cemented over.
Once you get espers, that should help with it too, Punch. Because even if you don't happen to need an esper for its abilities anymore, it's good to equip the espers for min-maxing, so you can go ahead and get the stats you want. Even if you do it right before you level up. That's typically what I did. I would just go ahead and equip the espers that I knew I wanted. That way it just power leveled you completely, which was a lot of fun, actually. That sounds different. Probably should save and heal, I'd say, before we go in. Just have this hunch. Don't ask me why.
What's up, Snake?
There's something I wanted to talk to you about, Punch, but I can't remember. I'm blanking. But yeah, I guess since I told the story once, I'll tell this after this. I'll tell the story again. I told it earlier. I don't know how many people were here at the time. I'll do it after this.
A little bit of advice from friends can save you a lot of trouble. You should think about it. If you're in trouble or if you need some information about something, please contact Colonel Campbell or someone else, okay?
Colonel, what about his secret herbs and spices? Oh, I do need to buy Craftopia. That is a good reminder for me. I definitely do want to do that. I'm hoping Phil can run it. I think once he gets my graphics card, he will be able to, which I'm working on sending him. The sale ends here in 14 hours. All right. I'll do that right now. Hold on. I am sending him a GTX 750 Ti, so it should be just enough for him to be able to run it. It's not gonna look pretty, but considering he only has 128 megabits of VRAM at the moment, yeah, at least he'll be able to run it. Which I think is the more important part. So it looks like his RAM and CPU isn't too bad. I think he might want to get a little bit more RAM in there because he only has 8 gigs, but not too bad. Yeah, I just saved. Oh, it's jammed. But yeah, as I said earlier, so I've never beat this game before. I frequently wear this sweater because it's very comfortable and I do happen to really enjoy it. The reason I bring that up specifically is because my boss will frequently... Yeah, I know that's where we need to go. My boss will frequently talk about Metal Gear Solid with me because of the fact that I wear the sweater, but I have never beat a single Metal Gear Solid, so it's like, yeah, yep. That's interesting, alright. So just funny to me how that happens. It's basically job security at that point. But it's like, alright, I probably should play this game at some point just so I can go ahead and ensure a little more job safety, honestly. I know it sounds weird outside of context, but like, yeah. If it helps, it helps. Ugh. That's not where the C4 is, brain. There you go. I did kind of run into that one. I'm not happy about that, but I also can't deny that it's my fault. I'll go grab some more C4. I mean, if the C4 respawns infinitely, I don't see any reason why not to grab more. And then make sure not to have it equipped at the moment, so, I don't blow myself up.
Stop exploding, you cowards!
What do you mean? All right. Good night, Kamala. God bless. Happy anniversary, Metal Gear Solid 1 indeed. How are you doing, Shadow Moses? Oh, that's level 6. Okay. Listen, I just don't want to be shot anymore. That's really just what I want. Okay. Alright, box does not stop. Fair enough. I was kind of hoping it did. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. And yeah, I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Sorry. I was having two separate thoughts there. Level 4, okay. Just ignore the box. Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's on me. I can't do that. We died. Guess we'll try again. I'm hoping so as well, Punch. Let's see. What was I gonna say? I'm trying to hide better. I'm just not doing a good job at it. Yeah, there's another spot. Not as far as I can tell. Yeah, the website didn't or the Steam page did not exactly have the best description for that. Usually that's why I'll check a website. I can't remember what the website's name is, but can your PC hold this? I'm hoping today is the actual. Let's see. Also inquiring people in chat. Me. I know. Is today the day you will finally play Dr. Soulfield? I hope so. We have started it on stream before. K-Cross. The plan is to play some Dark Souls 2 here in about another half an hour, and I'll keep doing Metal Gear Solid 1 on Sundays. Alright, it's not motion detected. I did not just start having a brain seizure there, I promise. I was curious if it was... Alright. Fair enough. Obviously I'm missing something, that's on me. I don't want to look up a guide. I don't like looking up guides if I can get away with it. If this was what it was all the time, I'm gonna be a little upset with myself. As I probably should be, to be quite honest. Grab that. Wait for that to go back up. But yeah, since I am on the PC, or PS3, I can't talk. They'll actually make it easier as well, K-Cross, since that's where we're playing Dark Souls 2 on, so hopefully we can. I know that I'm planning to go for a bike ride tomorrow, but that'll be after 9 a.m. Mass. I just want to get out before it gets too hot tomorrow, which it shouldn't be like too bad. The humidity is supposed to be fairly low tomorrow, but I still want to get a 28-mile bike ride in. I wasn't able to today because the original plan was I was going to go to Pokemon, and then never got to do that because my wife and son are sick, which is not their fault, obviously. And then I never just got to do a bike ride from there because the plan was that we're going to go ahead and alternate mass since my wife wasn't sick yesterday, so.
There's some kind of
Then she got sick today, because, you know, kind of happens when you live in a small house. You get sick from each other, unfortunately. Just kind of be the way it do be. I would like to get the other Metal Gear Solid games after this. I know I'm not playing well, but I am trying.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Revolver Oshawa.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the
Blows up.
So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend.
Judging by my previous gameplay, no.
The greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver.
Because you use that revolver?
Draw! Draw!
Ow.
Hiding won't help you.
It'll help a little bit.
I understand the bullets you spit. I make them go where I want. I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chain. All right, alive. Let's go. You better hurry up.
Back here.
Don't you want to settle this?
Kinda. The silencer on? I hope not. I understand the bullets you say. Well, no, but yeah, fair. Okay, fair enough. I think I have a better plan. I'm gonna lay C4 and just make it so it blows up. Now, hopefully, my whole use the C4 plan doesn't have a giant glaring flaw in it that it sets off the other C4. We'll find out, I guess.
Hiding won't help you.
Not really hiding.
I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want. love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chain.
Nope. All right. Yeah. Probably should have expected that.
You idiot!
Yeah. All right. Listen. If Revolver Ocelot can fire bullets during the battle, that doesn't make the C4 explode. Why can't I just bring my own C4 and make sure that the other C4 doesn't explode? I'm just saying that it's not entirely without merit. Okay, maybe it is, but listen, no. I wanted to try at least. I'm not saying it was educated.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them.
Yeah, alright. Also fair. I was wondering if that would happen. It does.
You idiot!
Yeah. I can't. That's alright. Alright, no explosives. Unfortunate. But, admittedly, it does make sense. Wasn't sure if there was a way to take out the silencer. Maybe not? I did not want to grab those bullets yet.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see.
But what if I also understand that bullets hurt when you fire at somebody?
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chain. All right, I'm alive. Let's go. Fighting.
Alright, fair enough. I did in fact run closer to you when I probably should not have.
Better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long.
Game, I did not even do an angle there.
Don't you want to settle this? I love the smell of corda. You know, that sulfury smell.
I have to be honest, it is an enjoyable smell.
But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
I didn't mean to. Yeah, fair enough. I'll be honest. The D-pad sometimes I wish had not D-pad, if that makes sense. I wish we had access to the joystick, is what I'm trying to say, just very, very poorly. I don't know if they actually released a DualShock version like they did with Resident Evil. But the downside to the Resident Evil DualShock version is I think that's the one with the clowns farting in the basement music.
I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want. Fighting won't help.
I'm not really hiding, I'm just...
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chamber. All right, I'm alive. Let's go.
If you could stop running, that'd be nice. Admittedly, if I knew how to aim properly, that might help too. I can't deny that part of it is definitely my fault.
The old man's not gonna last too long.
What do you mean that didn't hit?
Don't you want to settle this?
Oh, interesting. You can get rid of both those. Okay. Finally, one hit.
I love the smell of corn. You know, that's so good. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own.
Hopefully not. Yeah, Craftopia does look like it'll be a good time, so I am hoping that Phil should be able to run it. I don't see why he wouldn't be able to, honestly.
Wait a minute.
Back here. That is true. I don't know how his cooling is. What do you mean that bullet missed? Alright, that one's, yeah, fair enough. Really can't deny that. How'd that one miss? Oh well. How'd that one miss? Alright, so I know I've gone past this part before. I'm ready for the ninja to come along and just chop his arm off, please. Hey, actually hit. Aw, missed. Ooh. 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 As you just suffers, that's about the only thing I didn't turn on. That's fair.
Just what I'd expect from
That's
a man
true.
with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up.
Bye, arm.
My hand!
Stop exploding, you cowards!
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you?
Snake, you don't have enough bullets for him.
That exoskeleton.
Who the hell?
That's true.
Can you talk?
Thankfully. At least not yet.
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them
Pardon
his
me.
detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation.
Why not just use tinfoil?
Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
No.
Dead.
He's in diapers. I'm sorry. I keep trying not to steal Vinny's bits.
Promise, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have
We'll
the
let
card
Russia
keys.
and Ukraine do that.
To override the
That might be a little too
detonation code.
topical.
I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Meryl.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female
The one with the butt.
soldier. It must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope
pardon
she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot. Damn! Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this
No, it
doesn't
doesn't.
work, is there
It's
some
not on the
other
back
way
of
to
the CD
prevent the
case,
missile
at least not for the re-release. They didn't think about this fully for when they re-released it.
Find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
I already stood up.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy
What's up, Bunch?
Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever
Oh,
seen
did he
a
really
hospital
punch? That's a big difference then, huh?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see, because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Like a complete psychopath. I mean,
And they're not even doing a good job
yeah,
storing it.
yeah.
Many of the drums are corroded with nuclear
That makes me
waste
curious then,
seeping
because I kind of
out.
want to look through Twin Snakes as well after this, because I'm wondering how
Pounds of muff are reported every
helps the player
year.
identify with the character. Yeah.
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold
Hideo
War,
Kojima problem.
Russian nuclear engineers in particular
I'm just
are
curious what all the differences are between them, aside from Psycho Mantis, because I know Psycho Mantis, his words change a little bit depending which version you play, because one's like, I hear you like Super Mario Sunshine, whereas for this one it's like, I hear you like Castlevania. Which is why I specifically chose the memory block that has Symphony of the Night on it.
maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of
I'm wondering which one's more canon, I guess, now? Because I know it's a remake, but I don't know if Snake being even more of a psychopath than normal is more canon or not. I know that sounds weird, but Metal Gear.
You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
100% black?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Oh, don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me.
At least you hit
I
that.
don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Hooray!
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes
Well, guess we better do
public,
some
my
Kodak
company
calls
and
for
I
this.
are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but...
Oh, there's another heart attack.
What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
What the hell?
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but
Some kind of
At least not for a while,
There
okay,
are lots
gross.
of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
I mean, I'd be a little more, Oh, hey. Life. Actually, I think we got more life. Do we get more life each time we beat a boss? That would make sense.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
Admittedly, I still need, rations, but it's a start.
Be careful.
They're using Snake for his voice, Kate Ross. It's too attractive. Oh no. I said that out loud. Okay, fair enough, I guess. Level 2 card. May as well go check real quickly. I don't remember what was over there. Oh, more C4. Not really what I needed, but... Just gonna... Yep, alright. No, I don't... Oh, hey! Our inventory went up too, actually. That's nice. I'll be honest. I do like being able to hold more stuff. Ugh. Now there's guards. That's the only guard. I'll go grab him. Give him a great big hug. To eternity. Oh, that's not the only guard. Okay. I have to say, as annoying it is to lose your health like that, the fact that the cigarettes do lose your health is kind of a really cool feature. Be like, yeah, smoking's cool, but it's also not good for you. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go start smoking cigars now. Bye. Oh, yeah, fair enough. One day I'll be able to knock somebody out. Without it send. I don't know why it does that. I really don't. That's level 5. I do want to see if there's a possibility there's another ration here, and if we can refill our rations, that'd be nice. I want to know if rations respawn is what I'm trying to say. Albeit not very with good English, even though English is really the only language I speak. I know a little bit of Japanese, but not much. I'd like to learn a bit more. This ration didn't respawn at the very least. Hopefully they do. Otherwise, we're in not a good position. We have more health, but if we don't have any rations, then... We do have a new weapon, at least. That's nice. Oh. Alright, that's on me. I didn't exactly explore all of up here. May as well go ahead and take a look, but before we do that, let's see. Let's call Meryl. Meryl! We'll call Miller.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
Your eyes.
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
You've got newbie eyes.
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
You think love can bloom on the battlefield?
I'm the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Valkyria Chronicles might have referenced this K Cross. Love blooming on the battlefield is a very big Metal Gear Solid meme.
Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So while I may not have beat Metal Gear Solid, I know a lot of the beats.
Nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay. You see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear
Basically,
weapons.
yeah.
This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of
They play off the never meet your yeah. That describes Snake to a T, basically. He's already flirted with two other ladies before this. And it's been 2 hours, and it wouldn't have been 2 hours if I wasn't trash.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. That's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
They want a pizza.
Yeah. That's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep them hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men.
Ugh, I don't want to hear that.
You met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
Bill's getting ready. I better get swapped over to Dark
Same
Souls.
as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah.
I could actually 100% see that, Kate Gross.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
Hey Phil, give me 1 second. I'll save and I will be ready.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
It won't be the last.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green.
Girls allowed.
I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away.
Yeah, that's a good point, especially in Texas, Phil. I didn't even think about that.
Tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now...
So what now? You want to quit?
Yeah.
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Dream crushed, right?
Meryl, everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out.
That's true.
It's easy to
Some of the
forget
good
what
ones
a
can
city
come out
is in the
too,
middle
but
of a
still.
battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay, let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard, just like my uncle said.
Huh, I told you, the real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha.
She's literally green. That's true. She is literally green.
Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Alright, I just want to... Oh. Huh? I want to see if I could get a ration. How's my health looking? Acceptable. Not great, but... Okay. Let's save, which means we got to do one... We'll do 2 more codecs. And Phil, I'll be... no, we'll do the other codec later. Let's just go ahead and save. So we can go play some Dark Souls 2. I don't remember. Oh, I think we were getting ready to fight one of the bosses.
What is it, Snake? In my parents' homeland, they say, if there are more wolves, the people are eaten. If there are more people, the wolves are eaten. That means the side with the greater numbers is usually the winner. You're badly outnumbered, Snake. Try not to let them see you.
Now that I think about it, what was I thinking about? I forgot what I was thinking about. Oh well, too late now. Give me 1 second. Oh.